Welcome to session number 15 of our 21-day challenge. Let's start seated. So if you need to, remember to take a block to place underneath your sitting bones, just as far as the sitting bones, so you're slightly tipped forward. And allow your knees to relax to the ground. If you need to, you can support your knees with something on the right and on the left, just to give yourself a little lift and to ease the hip flexor. That is if it is needed for you. Or you can sit on a chair. And then soften your shoulders into the space, lift the front of the body, and start breathing. Noticing whatever there is to notice in this moment. And inhale that breath with gratitude. And root yourself into the ground on the out breath. Visualizing little roots that come from each and every cell and rooting themselves into the earth. Millions, billions of little roots connecting you to the ground, where you feel safe, where you feel held, where you feel nourished. Allow yourself to totally release your weight to the support of the earth, and the only effort that is required is the one that holds you upright. Just gently, by pulling on the crown, feeling held by the crown, by something from the outside. And then everything else beyond that crown is just softening into the ground. Soften your sitting bones into the ground. Soften your feet into the ground. Inhale, receive this moment. Breathe out, soften. As we trust ourselves to earth, we allow earth to nourish and hold us. And we can receive the nourishment of earth just for being. No need to do anything in return, just allowing yourself to soften to earth. It's the inner attitude that is really good to learn if you tend to worry about whether you might be financially supported in your life now or in the future. It's just trusting in this present moment, bringing that vibration of trust into the space around your body. The vibration that all your needs will always be met. And trusting that. And loving that. Inhaling that love. Inhaling that expansiveness, that abundance of the universe. Breathing out, releasing anything that is stopping you from trusting. Anything that is stopping you from trusting your life, your body, or others. Good. And now, come onto your back, and you can use a block to put under your head. Take your hands either on the inside of your feet, so your arms are on the inside of your legs and your hands on the inside of your feet, or on the inside of your knees. And just allow the legs to give themselves to gravity, feeling the stretch on the inner thighs. So this is called the frog pose. If you are holding to the inside of your feet, then just allow the arms to passively hold that and bring them to a position where you can bear the stretch, where the stretch is about 60%, so that you can still breathe in a relaxed way. Inhale deeply, relax. On the out-breath, soften. And if you feel you want to be playful, moving the legs a little, swaying a little from side to side, please do that. And then take the legs to the ground. Stretch the legs out. Notice what you notice. Notice your connection to the ground. Inhale, expand. Breathe out, soften. Noticing everything you notice, even the smallest detail. Noticing and listening to your body from the inside. Then take the soles of your feet together. Connect your fingertips to invisible strings that are moving behind your body, stretching you, and then moving back next to your body again. And feel like it is space that is moving you. Feel like your arms are moving through thick space, bringing openness to your shoulders. Inhale on the way up. Imagine your inhale is guiding the strings that take your arms back, and your out-breath is guiding the strings that take your arms next to your body again. And then at some point, take your arms to the back, if that is comfortable for you. If it is not comfortable for you to place your arms on the ground behind your body, then you can take a bolster or a cushion or anything to lay your hands on, to lay your arms on. Anything that is high enough to give you enough lift so your shoulders can relax. And then take your legs wide and just let your knees go from side to side, and you can bring your arms back to wherever that is comfortable for you. And then come back to the middle. Take your right leg above your left leg, hug your left thigh towards you, and then just allow the back to sink into the ground. If you can't reach your thigh, if you need to, take a scarf or a belt around your left thigh to hold on to it, or place your foot on a chair and feel the stretch on the side of your thigh, and allow your back to fully sink into the ground. Remember those roots going into earth from each and every cell, giving earth permission to hold you, feeling worthy of the support of life. And then bending the leg, if you wish, if that feels good, bringing spaciousness into your knee joint. Wriggling the toes, pointing and flexing the foot. And then exchange. Take the other leg to the side, holding on to the right leg, left leg sideways on top. Feeling the stretch on the side of the thigh. Use your scarf if needed. And then breathe through the strongest sensation. Make sure the sensation is a sensation where you can stay with a relaxed breath. Inhaling deeply, breathing out softly through those roots, allowing any weight that you carry to be released into earth. If you are fully immersed in the present moment, then it is not needed to carry any worries, to carry any fears. Let go of that weight on your shoulders, on your hips. And then bending and extending the leg. Wriggling the toes, shaking the foot. Do whatever feels good for you. And then release. Lie on your back again. Notice what you notice. Allow yourself to surrender your weight fully to earth. Being with this moment, with all the sensation this moment brings. And then bend your legs, roll onto your side and come onto all fours. Once you are on all fours, just take a moment to sway your spine from side, to circle your hips, to release your shoulders, to round your back, to relax your back. Just do whatever feels good right now. If you want to do this a little longer, you can even pause the video and come back to it. And then find the straightness of your spine. Take your right leg back and your left arm forward. And you can have the foot still on the ground. And then lift that back leg. Pull your navel in and up to support your spine. And then bring the knee and the elbow together under your body. Make yourself very small, round yourself, and then stretch yourself back out again. Breathe out as you come together. Inhale as you lengthen yourself into space. And especially when you lengthen, pull the navel in and up. Receiving inspiration from space, bringing the inspiration into your body. With our movements, we can affect the space around us. Our auric field. Especially if we put our awareness into the space in that way. Last one. Make yourself really long and come back down. If you need to, do a child pose here before resuming with the other side. I'm not going to do this too long, but if you do want to stay here longer in child pose, please do. We'll come back to it in a moment. Now, stretch your left leg and then your right arm, finding the balance, pulling together against the resistance. Make yourself really small and imagine coming out with the resistance. Pull your navel in and up. Breathe out. Inhale, lengthen. Breathe out. Inhale, lengthen. And you're spiraling your arm slightly in, if that feels good. One more. Come together. Inhale, lengthen. Make yourself really, really long, and then come back down. Take your knees apart, toes together, sit on your heels, lengthen the spine, and as you lengthen your spine, you can come with your head down to the ground. If you need to, if this is uncomfortable for your feet or for your ankles or for your knees, then give yourself a little bit of lift, either by placing a bolster here or putting a rolled up sock under your ankles. You can also elevate the space under your head by putting your head on a small bolster or a small cushion. That is really comfortable. Make space for my big nose. And breathe. Allow your weight to sink into the ground. Sometimes when you're in class, I put my hand alongside your spine and walk the hands up and down the spine. So if you want to imagine weights coming onto your back and just walking themselves up and down, you can do that. Just allowing that hip to really sink into the ground. And then at some point, coming back up, finding a seated position that is comfortable for you. And we will finish with what we did yesterday, again. But just the sound, aum, 3 times. Bring the index finger to the thumb. Think of your intention. Inhale deeply, from the heart to the root to the crown. You can do this for a little longer if you like. It is a really beautiful healing practice. And then when you stop, notice what you notice. Listen to your breath. Listen to your body. Feel your roots on the ground. Allowing the inhale to flow into the out-breath, the out-breath into the in-breath. Allowing the in-breath to come in with light, the out-breath to send the roots into earth. Allowing yourself to feel supported and feeling worthy of that support. Feeling trusting and loving to that support. Feel held by life itself. Take the hands to the heart, soften the shoulders. Namaste. Well done for finishing challenge number 15. Does it feel like a challenge, or is it getting easier? And when I mean easier, is it getting easier to make the time every day? I really appreciate that you're doing this. Your body appreciates it. Namaste.